What's up everybody, Dead Girl here. Today we're at Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, and we're going to check out the construction that's been going on for Halloween Horror Nights. We are a little bit over a week away. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited. Let's head in and see what they've got set up so far. Alright guys, construction has begun for Halloween Horror Nights 31 here at Universal Studios. Over by Despicable Me or Minions, when you first walk into the park, if you head straight, it looks like this is going to be the Horrors of Halloween Scare Zone. Look at all of the pumpkins up in the trusses. Oh, I can't wait to get up here and get a closer look. These look amazing. So these, JD was just saying that these could be the pumpkins that were in Wicked Growth last year, and I don't doubt it because some of those faces look oddly familiar. They've got some candies. These are cool. Those are really pretty. I'm loving them. They've also got candies down low, and I'm kind of doing a close-up just so you guys can see this stuff. This is really, really cool looking. Let's bring it back out here. So there's candies and pumpkins. I'm excited. Maybe we'll see the Pumpkin Lord in this scare zone. Who knows? I love all the faces. It looks like these are all gonna light up at night. So I'm really excited. All right, at the very, very tippy top, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but that solo pumpkin right there is Little Boo. And Little Boo has kind of become the unofficial mascot for this year's Horror Nights. He's got merch, he's got all kinds of cool stuff. I can't wait to see this area lit up night and all the scare actors that it's going to contain. Let's move on and head into our next zone. Now, as we're walking through, there's a food cart here with some spooky decor. It looks like there's gonna be some food and beverage set up. I love the skeleton hand coming out. So there's gonna be some spooky eats over here. Normally they will set up like some not arcade games, but some like street games, like ring toss or the little basketball hoop games. Sometimes they'll set those out like all along this area. Yeah, fair games, thank you.
There we go.
Thank God for JD and helping me with words today, because it's
hot.
It's warm out here at the park, but usually this whole area is set up as a queue for one of the houses. So normally they've got a couple of houses back in this area for Halloween Horror Nights.
Speculated over there.
So it looks like
I believe the prison house.
Oh, okay. So the prison house is speculated to be back in here.
And then up by Minions was the witch house, the Coven house.
Ah, okay. So Coven is back the other way, and we're going to continue to move on because now we're coming up to New York. And wait, before we do, can we just take a moment? Universal Monsters. At least they're still selling ices and freezies and refill cups, although the restaurant is gone. And I'm hoping to see a little redo of that in Epic Universe. That would be really awesome.
Or maybe give us some individual themed restaurants.
That would be cool.
Nice if it actually happens. Everything's a rumor right now, so we don't know.
And it looks like they've got some of the food area set up. So we're gonna take a quick look down here and then we're gonna double back. But I wanna show you guys, so it looks like they are gonna have a couple of specialty food item tents set up here. Now they have not announced them yet, but the rumor is they are gonna be announcing these at the end of August. I know employee preview is the 31st. So I'm really excited to see what kind of food offerings we're gonna have this year. That's got a pretty cool spooky facade. I'm digging it. Look at these. These are cool. Yeah, and then we've got another one over here. Trick or tasting. All right.
That's fun.
That's nice and spooky looking. And then over here, they usually turn this area into a specialty bar with food and drinks. So keep that in mind too. And then also, oh, there's more. All right, we're coming around this way.
Those are where all the specialty, or a lot of specialty food was last year. They had the peanut butter and jelly fried. Spicy stuff on top of
the fried PB&J was over here. Now, they had construction walls set up, and we were kind of trying to figure out what that was for, and now our questions have been answered. This is where they're going to have some of the specialty food items. And again, we're in New York. This is really cool. It looks like maybe some zombies. There's like some vampires, so Dracula.
I wonder if they're going to theme the food around the decorations that they're putting in the windows. Like if this will actually have like vampire-themed food, or if it's just generic Halloween decor.
I would think it's going to have vampire-themed food.
That'd be kind of cool.
And there's some zombie.
Give us some bloody food.
Some bloody food is always cool, so that's really pretty. There's another setup over here we're gonna check out, and then they've also got some of the decorations out for the scare zone. They're working on the tribute store. We're gonna show you guys all this stuff as well, but I want to show you really quickly this other food tent. I'm really excited for the food. I can't wait for them to announce it.
Ooh.
That looks really cool. And then it looks like the Mummy should be opening back up soon, which I'm really excited for. So we're gonna go towards the front of New York, and we're gonna come back down. So we're gonna go over this way, and we're gonna walk you guys back down this way and show you some of that construction. All right, so there's the Monsters Cafe. There's where those two food tents are, and then of course where they usually have specialty drinks over here. If we keep turning, we're gonna see a JD. There's also gonna be another food and drink area here. And then normally where Fallon is, that's usually the entrance to one of the houses. What's the rumor on that one? The rumor for that one?
Speculation on that's going to be Halloween.
Okay, so Halloween 1978 is going to be over here. And then back over here by the library is where Bride Rocket goes through. There's usually two houses straight back here.
Yep. If we look at where the Ghostbuster facade is, that's going to be the entrance to Chupacabra's and Dead Man's Wharf.
Okay, awesome. I'm really excited for both of those houses.
It'll be interesting.
I'm excited for everything. A lot of people were poo-pooing a lot of the original ideas, which I like the original houses better because you don't know what to expect. When you get the intellectual properties, like we've all seen Halloween, we know what to expect. We know what to expect, you know, from those types of houses. But when you get those original content houses, you really don't know.
Not to mention with the storytelling, with Dead Man's Wharf, they're actually bringing an idea back that they had previously with the underwater sailor, with the underwater captain and things like that. And then the Chupacabra is actually going to be a mixture. It's not just the Chupacabra attacking you. So there's going to be more to fear in that than just the Chupacabra, which is pretty cool. And I think we see a little tribute store action.
Yep, and it looks like they are working on the tribute store. Now, if you guys saw our summer video on our Ellis Life channel, which I'll link down below, they had a tribute store with all like classic Universal movies like Jaws, E.T., all kinds of stuff in there. It was really cool. So I'm digging that they're keeping this whole movie facade going for the tribute store. I can't wait to see what they put in here. So right now it is closed. Again, that's going to be opening in a little over, we're a little over a week away. We're on countdown. Here, this I believe is going to be the Sweets Revenge Scare Zone, Major Sweets Candy Company. Now, the rumor is that the theming from the tribute store is kind of spilling over into the streets. And this is a really cool little area. I'm digging it. And then, of course, there's the Pardon Our Desk signs. They're getting ready for Halloween Horror Nights. I like the Major Sweets Candy Co-Truck. That's really awesome. Now, they do have some things up, so you can't really see everything just yet, but they are putting out more and more props for Halloween Horror Nights, which is huge. Very excited to see what's underneath that. Is it going to be treats? Bloody treats? I don't know. We're going to find out. But the Halloween parade has gone awry. So I'm really excited to see the costumes and everything that they're going to put in this scare zone. It's going to be awesome. So as we're walking through, JD mentioned there's a bunch of little teasers and things on the inside here on the little closed signs. So we're going to go up and get like a little bit of a closer look here. And you guys can, of course, you know, pause the video so you can take a look and read all of this awesome stuff. But I'm really excited. Dead Coconut Club, this is awesome. So yeah, so rumors are the tribute store is gonna kind of spill into this zone here for Sweets Revenge. Tons of stuff is already set up.
And we've seen two Little Boo so far. We saw Little Boo actually in the first walk-up, and now we're seeing it in the advertising in Major Sweet's hat.
Yeah, so if you do a close-up for Major Sweet's hat, there is a Little Boo. There's also, anytime there's a Major Sweet's, because he's in the hat, you're gonna see it. And I apologize, I keep going back to it because we keep noticing little things in the decor. And just to give you a quick close-up of that truck, again, you can see a Little Boo right there above that candy corn. We're gonna wander back over here this way. It's almost, I can feel it. I can feel the excitement of fall in the air. I can't wait, you guys. It's coming, it's happening. They've got this little backdrop here set up. Not quite sure what's gonna be in there, but I'm very excited to see. I know I keep saying that a lot, but I absolutely love Horror Nights, and I'm sure if you guys are watching this video, you do too. And if you are, comment down below, let me know what house it is you're looking forward to most and what scare zone you're looking forward to most. Now, typically this area is used for Stay and Scream. So if you're not familiar with Stay and Scream is if you have park admission for the day, or you can buy a separate ticket, or for annual pass holders. And if you're in the park prior to 5 p.m. closing, you get to basically hang out in this little area and chill out. And when Horror Nights opens, it's literally like you're very, very quick access to some of these houses. And it looks like they're gonna have some more stuff back in here this year. I think so. That's kind of cool. And if we hang out long enough, we might get to see all the stuff lit. I mean, it's lit up now, but lit up better in the evening. And it looks like there's some other stuff back here. We're gonna take a quick peek in the back way. Now, this alleyway isn't normally utilized, but it looks like they're gonna be using it this year.
They've had a cute little haunted house in this one many years ago.
See, that was before my time here at Horror Nights. But it looks like there's gonna be, I'm assuming there's gonna be food? That's kind of cool. They've got area for signage.
Do we have a throwback to Meats Meats?
How cool would that be? A Meats throwback is a good speculation from JD. And this area, you can walk through this over to Transformers. It's just a simple little walkthrough. So if you come back in this way, this will take you right out to Transformers. But yeah, just those two. So it's gonna be, I'm guessing, like some, another little food stand or something. And that takes you back by Transformers. And then back this way is gonna be Fast and the Furious. More houses, scare zones, and more food. And we're gonna head down this way. So rumors are there should be an entrance back in here for Horrors of Blumhouse. Then of course they've got some specialty areas. It looks like this is gonna be like your specialty drinks, foods, or probably drinks. These are usually the drink stands.
Blinky cups.
You can get your Blinky cups, your
craft beers,
your sugary cocktails, all those yummies. We're coming up on another food truck as we're walking past Fast and Furious Supercharge. All right, so there's gonna be some more specialty food over here. And they've got those spooky hands coming up. Again, they haven't announced the foods yet. That'll be happening probably towards the end of, well, the very, very end of August. Like, I would think it would be right before employee preview, which is the 31st.
I wonder if they'll do a soft opening on the foods, kind of get a taster out there.
I don't know, that would be smart though. We're gonna come back here by Richter Burgers. Richter Burgers is really good. Like if you're hungry and you don't want to do like a sit down, you want to do a quick service, it's air conditioned. Food's usually pretty good. We usually end up eating there.
Bunch of freestyles in the back.
Yeah, it's got all the freestyle machines in the back for your refills.
We're also coming up to one of the two best drink areas in the whole park to get a real good drink.
Like a liquor drink?
Like a drink.
Like a drink, and that's gonna be Chez Alcatraz. And of course, we can't stop by without waving a quick hello to Bruce. Hi, Bruce.
Okay.
We miss Jaws. So JD is getting a shark attack. I love the blue. And what are you getting in with it?
Instead of pineapple juice, I'm going to get orange juice. It also comes with Don Q, coconut rum, blue Caraco, Sprite, and a dash of grenadine for the blood.
So, I've heard the drink is good. I am not a drinker, so JD will have to tell us.
Sprite is okay, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then she's got to mix it on up. And you get a cherry in there.
Yes.
Gummy sharks. I'm eating your gummy sharks, just so you know. Those look delicious.
Get out of the water.
That looks really tasty.
Chop, 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 da, 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 da. Chop, 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 da, 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 da. Everybody out of the water. Shark, speak to the shark. Chop, 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 chop. Too slow.
And there you have it. That is the Shark Attack here at Chez Alcatraz. That looks delicious. So the name of the drink is Ocean Attack. I keep calling it Shark Attack because they use the little shark and he's adorable, but give us a little show of that. Look at that, looks really delicious.
So it's kind of warm, it's a little hot today. I wanted something kind of refreshing.
Is it good?
That's dangerous.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of pineapple, so I asked for course to flip it to OJ. The OJ, the rum, the blue Caraco, and the grenadine is a wonderful mix. This is cool and refreshing. I'd probably only want to have one of these though.
A little strong?
The sugar content and is a little strong. When you're drinking out here, you always want to make sure to go drink water. So if you have a drink, get a glass of water next. It'll help you stay hydrated, and watch out for the sugary drinks. These will give you a headache in the morning. Take a couple ibuprofen before you go to bed. It'll help with that next morning.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep sipping.
Nice. All right, and we're gonna keep moving on to see what other scare zones they've got set up. All right, so as we're coming through past Fast and Furious, there's another zone set up, and it looks like this is gonna be the Conjure the Dark scare zone.
Sawgrass actually.
With the little sorceress making some magic happen.
Feels kind of like a swamp area with the sawgrass and the moss.
It kind of does, but check the stage out. You know, I'm just gonna say it's been a while since we've had a good old-fashioned sacrifice. We had one last year, and it was a little lackluster in my opinion, but that's just me.
We've got a cauldron.
But there is a cauldron, so I think we're due. So I'm very excited to see this. And rumor is part of the Fast queue. And one of the areas in Fast is supposed to be a house for horror nights. I don't know if that's still happening, but it would be really cool if they did. But I'm digging the stage setup.
There's something else I really
so far
like about this area.
What's that?
If they keep it the way it is right now, this is really open for people to walk through.
Yes.
Last year when they did the YouTube channel thing.
Oh, the Crypt TV.
Crypt TV, it was okay, but it was very narrow through here, and it was tough to get through, and a lot of people were bottlenecking through here, and you'd get stuck if you weren't careful. If they leave this open floor plan like this, it's a lot quicker to get through. It's nice.
Yeah, I'm very excited. So we're gonna keep moving and see what else we can find. So there's also some stuff set up over here that's not really a walkthrough area, but I am curious to see what they're doing over here in this section. They've got some lights up here, and those they normally have stuff on the ground, like really fun and cool little designs. But I'm curious as to what this little section's gonna be for. If anybody knows, comment down below. So JD was pointing out that as we come around here, there are some runes on all of these little poles here. So I don't know how well that video is picking up, but they come all the way around, and they've got some more lighting set up. So
This is interesting.
really curious what they're gonna do here, because normally they don't really have anything back in this area at all. But it looks like it's gonna be a specialty bar or drink of some kind. Okay.
And those are Nordic runes.
So we came around the corner and we noticed that there's still more stuff set up for like a bar.
So, official, unofficial, we were talking to some of the people that work here, and they said that these are in fact going to have bars back here. There is some talk that they may get moved towards the front the closer we get. But the way this is set up right now, it'd be really nice to kind of break away from the giant groups and be able to walk back here out on the docks.
Yeah, and if, I mean, folks don't know about it, it would be a great little break area to get away from the crowds. But again, usually you got to go back to Potter for that.
You heard it here first.
But we're breaking an exclusive here today, folks.
And this is on the backside of Lombard's Seafood Grill.
Yes, I couldn't think of the name of it earlier, Lombard's. But those are pretty cool.
This is gonna look really neat.
I would hope that they would leave this area where it is so that you can kind of come back here and chill out.
Nice little breeze off the water.
And it's a beautiful view. Like you've got Simpsons across the way, like all the way across the way. The Simpsons is also usually another holding area for those of you doing Stay and Scream. And they will gives you like quicker first access to the houses in the back. We're gonna keep walking because I'm gonna show you guys where they're going to have the show this year, which is over by well, it's not Fear Factor anymore, but it used to be the old Fear Factor stage. And that's gonna be Nightmare Fuel again this year. So we're gonna walk over there and take a quick look. So as you walk past Potter, they've got some lights set up for Horror Nights. And they've also got a pumpkin set up back there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and assume that's probably gonna be some kind of specialty food. Still waiting for those announcements, but that pumpkin looks pretty cool. There's some restrooms here. If you need a quiet restroom, pop over into Potter. The restrooms over there are super quiet and the AC is like kicking in there. Nocturne Alley is great too, but restroom wise, the Potter restrooms are usually the more quiet ones. And there's some more lighting. And we're heading back towards the stage area where they are going to have Nightmare Fuel this year. All right, gang, so we're coming up to the stage area just to show you guys. So back in here is usually where they have Nightmare Fuel. They have the sign up over there. They've also got some tents set up. Usually they have specialty drinks in this area. Now, while the show's like going on and exiting, they do rope this area off so that you can't get through, especially with everybody exiting. So it gets busy back in this area, but the show I'm sure is going to be amazing this year. So there's that tent where they're going to have some specialty drinks. Restrooms are right beyond it over there to the right, and on the left is the freestyle machine so that you can refill your sodas or your vitamin waters or just get you some water. And that's the nice thing about Universal. You don't have to pay for water. So if you have a freestyle cup or a cup with you, you can go, you can get you some free ice, you can get you some free waters and keep yourself hydrated because it does get really, really, really hot here in Florida. And even in September and October, it's insane. They normally have a house back in here, but JD was saying he doesn't think they're going to do that this year. They may have placed that somewhere else. So I'd be really curious to see where they end up with that house. But we're just walking on back past Men in Black here, and I'll show you where they usually set up 2 other houses. So word on the street is back here, there's going to be the entrance for 2 houses. So you're going to have the entrance for Bugs Eaten Alive, which is probably my most anticipated house at Halloween Horror Nights this year. And then the other one is going to be
Descendants of Destruction.
Descendants of Destructions. There are also restrooms back here. So before you get in line for those houses, make sure you hit the restroom. They've also got freestyle machines in here. And they're going to have another specialty bar set up right here. And if you're in that Simpsons area, when they release you into the houses, most of the time they release you back into the 2 houses that are going to be right back in here. So we're going to keep heading on through Springfield and make our way through where they're going to have 2 other scare zones, and I'll show you where some of the other houses are usually located. All right, guys, so we're over in the Simpsons area. A lot of the times they will use this area, like I was telling you before, as a holding spot for Halloween Horror Nights. Now, there are some restrooms over here, some food options. They should be open while you're hanging out, but usually it's tough to get some food because this area gets packed. They do have a little bar over here as well. And then, of course, Moe's is also a bar where you can get a Flaming Moe or you can get a Duff beer. Yep. And what else can you get over here, JD?
Well, we have Dufftoberfest that's coming, so they'll actually have some specialty beers you can get over here. And little fun fact, they also have a limited liquor setup over here. So if you want to get like a Jack and Coke, you don't have to wait in lines for Finnegan's or at Chez Alcatraz. Come around back to Simpsons, walk over, get your drinks over here. You're not going to be waiting in those long lines.
Nice. And they usually don't have the specialty drinks in that area. It's just those few drinks that they have. So if you're looking for those sugary specialty drinks, you want to look for the temporary setups, the temporary booths that are usually done for Halloween Horror Nights. So just kind of keep that in mind. Back in the day, this area used to be like a surprise scare zone. They would have a roaming chainsaw horde.
Chainsaw noises.
It was so great. They didn't do it last year. I'm really hoping that they bring it back. We haven't heard anything good, bad, or ugly yet, so I'm not sure. But it looks like they've got some more food options set up over here. Let's head on over and take a look.
Taco truck over here is still amazing.
So if you've not had Bumblebee Man's tacos, make sure that you do so. They're delicious. Highly recommend them. Quick, easy eat.
We got more theming.
So it looks like this is going to be some specialty food over here.
Is that blood or poo? Because it's kind of dark.
It's supposed to be blood.
Okay.
You can see there's some red lights on the sides. So this is going to be one of your specialty food areas. I'm assuming, not sure what yet, because again, we're waiting for those announcements. So also, quick tip, back in this area back here, if you walk back here, there's some tables and some seating. If you need a break from Halloween Horror Nights, if the crowds get to be too much or the noises get to be too much, head back over into that area, sit down and kind of chill. It's back near Pets Ahoy. It's a good spot just to kind of reset if you need to. And it looks like they've got all kinds of more specialty food areas and drink areas.
Yeah,
No.
they inked last year with all the specialty foods, and they kind of themed them around the different houses. So I wonder if we're going to see that.
And people eat it up.
Oh, yeah.
Pun intended.
Dum-dum.
So here's another spot that they've got. They've got some scarecrows going on. I really can't wait for them to announce the food. I'm super excited. I want to eat all the things. Also, I would recommend, so you don't end up overspending, because drinks and food here can be super expensive. Get yourself like a Visa gift card and set a dollar limit on that gift card. So whether you want to spend $100 on food or $10 on food, put it on that gift card. This way you're not overspending on drinks and food. This looks like it's going to be another specialty area.
I like this one the best so far as the windows.
It's very Universal Monster-ish, which is going to lead us to where our other houses are going to be located in the back. And they've got this area set up here as well. So all the way back here, they typically will have a couple of different houses. Now, the Universal Monsters house with Dracula, the Mummy, the Wolfman, that house is going to be back here by E.T. in one of those stages.
There's another house back here too, Erica.
What's the other house that's back here, JD?
Well, this one has been talked about a lot this season. And it's going to be really interesting to see how it plays out, because it's not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
Oh,
no,
the
it's
weekend.
weekend.
Okay.
Now,
So,
go ahead.
no, I was going to say it's interesting that they put it back here. I'm going to go ahead and speculate that it's going to be back where the Haunting of Hill House was. So you literally are going to walk back through, like what is it? I can't think. My brain's
okay.
fried, guys.
You've got
Curious George through
Fievel.
Fievel.
And now DreamWorks is over here where it used to be Barney. And something about the weekend house. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this house. And it's interesting because Universal Halloween Horror Nights is for everybody. So this brings in a new demographic of people that may have not actually gone to Halloween Horror Nights before, but they love the weekend, so they come to at least just check out that one house and then get exposed to the rest of the event. We're all here for it. Everybody's welcome.
Yeah,
seriously.
I'm excited to see what they do at the house. So yeah, so back here is going to be the weekend and Universal Monsters, so keep that in mind. And usually the exit for those houses is through ET, so usually ET is not running during Horror Nights. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to come during the day to ride ET. That's just kind of the way it is. But we're gonna walk back through towards another scare zone, and there is another specialty food and drink area that we did not show you yet. So we're gonna head back this way and show you guys. So this area here is gonna be Scarecrow Cursed Soil. Now, fun fact, Universal Studios does not grow their own corn. Reason being is every time they've done so, there has been a hurricane. So all the corn stalks that they use now are fake. Also, Universal Studios here in Orlando, we had Scarecrow the Reaping as a house. We had another Scarecrow zone a couple of years ago, back when it was in like IOA, Islands of Adventure, the walkover. It was really cool. So I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to do this one. I don't really see anything like out here yet, except just some rigs and some lighting.
There's stages up here too.
There is like a stage area set up, so very curious to see what they're going to do here.
Hope it's not too corny.
Ha ha ha. We got dad jokes from JD today, guys. I'm sorry and you're welcome. So, curious to see what they're going to do here.
Might be where they bumped out at you.
Oh, wow. And they've got some food booths set up. Now, normally, La Bamba over here is set up for like the RIP tours. That's where they do their dining. And it looks like they've got it themed towards like Chupacabra. So that's really cool. I'm going to kind of hop over here and get some better video. We've got some Day of the Dead action happening here. So that fountain there has been redone. Day of the Dead theming. It's beautiful. And then back here it looks like we're going to have some food to go along with that.
So in years past, this was one of the other bars you could jump into to get full service drinks, and hopefully this will be open again.
Oh, well.
Another secret kind of bar that people don't know about when they come in.
I mean, it's looking like they've got the theming set up for it already. So this is really cool. I'm excited for the Chupacabra house. I think it's going to be awesome. There's another look at that fountain there. And we're going to head on in to Hollywood. Actually, before we head into Hollywood, there is one more food area that I wanted to show you guys, and then we're going to head. So we're going to come out here, and we're going to head to the right over here towards Transformers. All right, so I know I promised you guys I would show you the other specialty drink area, but over here in Central Park is a great spot to view the nighttime show that they're going to have for Halloween Horror Nights this year. Just going to kind of walk you back through and show you. A lot of the times they'll also have you cut through this area to get to the Simpsons for the holding area. But here's where they're going to have that nighttime spectacular show for Halloween Horror Nights. And it's really such a pretty view out here by the water. And right across the way over here is where that other specialty bar is going to be. And I saw some signs earlier and it looked like it was going to be like weekend themed. So we're going to head over there and I'm going to show you guys that really quickly. All right, so as we're walking up here, you can see there's some signage for the weekend. So this is going to be another area where they're going to have specialty drinks. Not sure if they're going to have food here or exactly what they're going to have here. Again, this is just me speculating. But here's where they're going to have some specialty items. Oh, it is a bar. It's the After Hours Nightmare Bar. So they're going to have specialty drinks here at the weekend After Hours Nightmare Bar. That's pretty cool. All right, gang. Now we're going to head back over here. We're going to head through Hollywood. And I'm going to take you guys through that very last scare zone area here that will be ready soon for Halloween Horror Nights. And of course, Mel's Drive-In will turn into Mel's Die-In. All right, boys and girls, last but not least, this is the Graveyard Unrest Scare Zone. This scare zone is over by Mel's Drive-In, or Mel's Die-In, if you will. And this is really pretty. We're kind of coming in, I don't really know if there's a backwards way to come in here or not, but they've got lots of new props and scenic out, stuff that we haven't seen before. So this is Nettlewood Cemetery. The gate's really pretty. Kudos, great job, loving it. They've got some crypts over here. This is new. These we haven't seen before. So that's pretty awesome. They've also got some stuff set up here. Some spooky trees. They've got more crypts over here. And you can kind of see where they're probably going to have the scare actors coming out. Like you can kind of see their boo holes, if you will. So here's another one in this crypt here. There's their Pardon Our Dust sign. It's really pretty. And then they've got another one that's over here that's a stand-uppy. It's getting a little dark here. It's late. So it looks like they're going to have some scare actors in through there. That looks really pretty too. I'm digging it. I'm digging this zone. Plenty of areas for some good scares. So when you come to the parks, if you don't go straight towards Minions, if you hang a right, you're gonna end up in the scare zone. So again, this is so pretty, and look at all the little details. They've got flowers, they've got some necklaces, like some folks have left some offerings for their dearly departed loved ones. Oh, Horror Nights, you cannot come soon enough. And I'm gonna swing it around and just gonna kind of show you guys if you were to enter it. So down in the distance is the Universal store. Now, historically, they have had a house back here in the Struck area. That's where they had Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They had Case Files on Earth was back here, but because they're doing construction and retheming for that ride, it's not gonna be used as a house this year. So here's another look as if you're coming in through the opposite way in towards Hollywood here at Universal. I'm really digging this. But yeah, so there's all your scare zones and house location speculations. Alright gang, that's going to do it for our trip out here to Universal Studios. As you can see, there was tons of stuff that they've done as far as construction for the scare zones. Really excited for this year. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait. We've got our tickets. If you haven't gotten yours yet, you might want to get on that. It's going to be a wonderful time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, keep it spooky. Bye! Alright guys, just to show you a little bit of bonus content, here's what the food stands look like when they're lit up. These things are amazing. Universal has done such a great job. The team out here that's doing all the lighting and running all the POS systems, you guys are amazing. Big kudos. I appreciate all of your efforts in making this event even better than it's been before. I can't wait.